So in this episode, we're going to be looking at one thing specifically that I want to talk about, and that is the Silph Road Nest Atlas. Let's get into it a little bit more. So the Silph Road Nest Atlas is essentially a map for Pokemon Go players to use on the Silph Road website. And basically the Nest Atlas allows you to pinpoint where all the local nests are in your area. It's pretty simple and it's straightforward. This episode is going to be an amalgamation of 2 days worth of episodes. So today meaning me talking now, and tomorrow meaning me outside testing out some of the theories and explaining a little bit about how the Nest Atlas works. Let's jump into it.
So today I want to talk to you guys about two things. One is the Silph Road map. For those of you who don't know, there's a Silph Road map where you can look at Pokemon nests. But the second thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that there are no Pokemon spawns in suburbs or rural areas, at least where I live. Let me explain. So one of the things that I have a big issue with is when you are playing Pokemon Go, if you're in a rural area like me, there are no Pokemon spawns. In fact, when you look anywhere on the map, there aren't many Pokemon spawns anywhere. And so the big issue that I have is that when you're using the Silph Road map, all the projected areas that are supposed to show where Pokemon show up are not in my area. So here's an example of what I'm looking at on the map, and you guys will be able to see that, at least in my area, there's nothing in my immediate radius. Until I pan out, I have to head towards another area, and you'll see at the top of the map, more central to where I guess more mobile or cell phone data, if you're in the United States, is broadcasted. The big issue with that is that I can't play the game unless I go into the city. Now I'm lucky because it takes one bus ride to get to the city, but if I don't live that close to the city, it's a big problem. So we're gonna walk around a bit and try and see if we can find any Pokemon on the map. Let's go. So, we're walking around. Let's see what we can find on the in our radius in terms of Pokemon. We'll have a look and see if we can see any Pokemon. So here we are. There's this little, small, tiny park right by where my house is, and the big issue is that there are no Pokemon showing up. The nearest Pokestop is miles and miles away, and I can't see anything. So we're gonna keep walking and see if we can find something. So here we are at this eerie looking little park behind my house. Let me just show you guys what it looks like. So this is the park or pathway behind my house. There's like a plaque there and some stuff. So we're here because on the map there is a Pokestop, and we want to spin that Pokestop. I also want to explain to you guys a little bit about Pokestops and how I feel that they could work. Alright, so we're here. Here's the Pokestop on my map. I'm gonna quickly spin it. And I got 2 Pokeballs and a revive. A potion. And a potion. 2 Pokeballs and a potion from this Pokestop. This Pokestop is local in my area. It's the closest one to me. So if I wanted to step out immediately from my house, farm Pokemon, this is a place to come. Now, the issue with my area is the only Pokemon it spawns are Drowsy and also Rattata and Spearow, if I'm lucky. Spearows are very hard to find. And Pidgey. Always Pidgey. So here's my number one problem. Pokestops should not be the only area where Pokemon can spawn. Now, obviously it's Pokemon Go. The idea is that in your area, Pokemon will spawn right where there's more cell phone data. But if there's no, even I'm in a suburb with on a main road where there should be condensed amount of mobile broadcast or cell phone broadcast data for Pokemon to spawn, but Pokemon don't show up. So Niantic, if you're watching, please change this. So this is pretty much where I'm going to end the episode, but I'm going to do something. I want to put a law. Recently I started putting laws in public places just to be kind. So this is the end of this episode. If you guys like it, leave a comment under the description or like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Oh, and one of the things I forgot to mention is I'm also in the midst of moving. Let me show you guys a second. So you can see I've got boxes. This is me attempting to pack. There are things everywhere. Everywhere there are things. Now, I don't normally show off my room, but in this episode I figured I would at least give you guys a glimpse. So if any episodes are late or you don't see any activity on the YouTube, I am still active on my Twitter, which you can find in the description below. But in the meantime, if this episode doesn't come out on time, I hope to see you guys soon. I will give you a room tour, and we're going to kind of have a look at the new area that I'm moving to. So that's kind of the conclusion of this episode for today. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace. Order do I go through to kind of cope with dealing with those stresses or letting go? And the third thing is how to evolve Pokemon in Pokemon Go. We're going to briefly go through those things.